Hi, folks. Just going live. Kind of doing this a little bit differently than I normally would. Sorry, my lighting's a little weird. Um, Doing this a little differently than I normally would, just because I stumbled on a new readathon, and of course, I can't say no to a really fun readathon, especially not when this one has such a small number of prompts, and all of them literally come from other readathons I'm already committed to. They're all coming, with one exception, they're all coming out of my in December readathon. So we're golden. Um, The excuse me, the readathon is a Christmasathon, which is kind of cool. Um, but the trick is there are two teams. There is the Grinch, Team Grinch, and Team Elf. Obviously, the elves are trying to save Christmas, and the Grinch is trying to ruin Christmas. The thing is, I know for a fact I can get my hands on all of the books for Team Grinch. So even though I would prefer to be Team Elf, I am Team Grinch. So the first prompt was to steal someone's favorite book. I don't know that this is a favorite of hers, but I am definitely stealing it from her. This was recommended for another readathon that I'm doing. I'm buddy reading it with my daughter. It was recommended by her. Late Night Partners by Fennel Stewart. Where's the picture? There we are. This is a steal from her, recommended by her. The next prompt, and I'm trying to look at my little list here. Cole, read a book that will keep you warm. Has fire or red on the cover. Well, that red on the cover was also an in December review prompt. So again, I'm pulling out Ruins of the Lost World by C.K. Birch, a Dustin McCallan adventure story. I'm super excited to finish that series in December. Bah Humbug. I believe this one, let me look at my list. Read a book that was something wintry on the cover or the title. Well, hello. Prince Nor Elf by J.T. Harris. Lots of snow on the cover. And according to my daughter, snow is a part of the story. This season matters. Scrooge. This is supposed to be, I believe, looking at my list again, a book with a morally gray character or a villain. Well, I read lots of books like that. So we're going to use The Curse of the Iron Skull, which is actually the second book in the Dustin McCallan adventure series, written by C.K. Birch. So I'm going to finish that series out in December, or at least read all the books he's written. I don't know if there's a fourth one coming. Now, each of these teams has an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantage is you get extra points if you buddy read one of the books. So I don't know if you're supposed to buddy read it with somebody else during the Christmasathon, so I'm going to stretch this because my daughter and I are buddy reading Late Night Partners for the Winter Quest, the continuation of the book you trials. So that one counts. A disadvantage is you have to read a book that's a part of a series. Well, both Curse of the Iron Skull and Ruins of the Lost World cover that one for me because, ta-da, they're both a part of the same series. Both teams have a group book they're supposed to read, and this one I don't own, but I know for a fact my library has it. I went looking for the other team's team book, and it was out, and the list was like 4 people long to be able to get it to read, so I wasn't going to push my luck. This one I'm sure I can get because it's not as new. The team book for Team Grinch is Stalking Jack the Ripper. I've read the entire series by Carrie Maniscalco, Stalking Jack the Ripper, Hunting Dracula, Escaping Houdini, and Chasing the Devil. Great series. I loved it all. I love a strong female character who also isn't afraid to be feminine. So that's the Christmasathon. It's a pretty quick little rundown. It's only 5 books, and the advantage and disadvantage are caught up in those other 4 or 5. So yeah, that's going to be a fun little add-on to the readathons I'm already doing in December. I encourage you, if you're a reader, I know we tend to think of reading as this very solitary activity. If you're a reader, get on Twitter. If you're not already on Twitter, get active on Twitter and just search readathons. Just throw it out there. What readathons are going on? Search for hashtags like indie authors, writers, readers, am writing, am reading, whatever, and you will find this huge community. The fun thing about readathons is it takes reading and makes it less of an isolated activity, and it allows us to talk about books that we like, and it allows us to recommend things to one another and elevate, especially independent authors in December. Search hashtag in December. There's a big push to review independent authors in the month of December and show them some love. So I encourage you, if you like to read, if you like to talk about books with other people, I've sort of found that tribe on Twitter. So have a great night.